Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Coleman. And it's complete. Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Check. Leo. Shoot.
Now a run with Geis. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Love. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 13. Hey, watch it. 57's Mike. X3. 218, chop. There's a party now. Kill. Ready.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Go.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
2
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
Watson's pass complete to Will Fuller. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Set. 19. 6. All day, baby, all day. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 24. Check.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. The left side, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
This is it. 18. 56. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Check.
Hey, alert. Rotate.
From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second down, here's Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set. 18. 25. Come get some. Come on here. Come sit. He don't want it. 56 to Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Wilkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Coleman. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd.
He's checking.
From the gun, Coleman. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Look at me. Go.
On the ground, it's Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
We got this.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Off to Geis on the screen. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Coleman, blanketed coverage by Houston, makes it 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Mark set. 19. Let's go. 124.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, and a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Who that? Check 3.
Nixon will try the right side. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, a 22. Back to throw. Coleman.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the slap. Hey, Haywood. 50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down. Coleman. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, Orbit. 57, stay with your man.
From the gun, Coleman. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. Coleman. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Christian Wilkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down, it's Love. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down, Washington.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rocket. Pilot, 64, weak. Guard.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit. 25, check 25, check 25. Shoot.
Back to throw. Coleman. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Coleman looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First down, Redskins.
Down. 18 Gators. Look at me. Door.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey. You got 3. Topper. Hey, lock it. I'm coming for you. Sponge.
To throw on 2nd down. Coleman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Coleman, and that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Redskins send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I'm going to run you over.
Now Watson. Forced out to his left. He's got Fuller. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. You go tight. You got tight. Alert, alert. No.
Mixon. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Joe Mixon. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
A gain of 12 yards. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Redskins 20.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I got it. Motion. Back. Hey, 59.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C. If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Back to throw. Coleman. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Reset. 19. March 56. Not today, you are. At 24.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go, D, get up.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Coleman. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike's 57. 5.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
And the Redskins 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Coleman. He completes it to Henry. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Coleman. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Coleman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Coleman. And caught by Henry. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 times.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
50, march 50, march 50. Get ready. Get ready. Kill. That's it. Hey, we got Mike.
Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Watson now, operating from the gun. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, 59! 50. Mike 50. Rabbit. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, 31!
On 2nd and 12, Watson. That is caught at the 7. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, Coleman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Houston, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
Yeah.